Welcome to superCoolclues YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install WordPress on a standalone laptop or desktop. The standalone laptop or desktop should have web hosting software. In this laptop, I have wampserver as the web hosting software. Go to wordpress.org to download WordPress from the internet. Once you reach wordpress.org, look for Get WordPress in the top right corner. Click on Get WordPress. That will take you to the Get WordPress page. Scroll down a bit, then click on Download WordPress. You'll get a message, thanks for downloading WordPress, and your WordPress download should start downloading a zip file. Watch and wait for it patiently until it completes downloading. Once you finish downloading WordPress, you look for WordPress where you normally have your downloads. In my case, my downloads are in Downloads, so I click on Downloads and I look for the WordPress zip file in that list. There it is. Once I find it, I right click on it and then press on Extract to WordPress. Then WordPress extraction begins. The files within the zip are being extracted. You patiently wait. It's now at 94%. Until it's done, it's done. Once it's done, you check in the downloads folder for the folder where the files have gone. My files went into that subfolder WordPress 611. I click on it. Then I can see that within it there is another subfolder WordPress. I click on that folder, and then I can note that there is a lot of files and subfolders where they are. Next, we are going to create a database and a user. So open an internet browser, type in localhost. We are going to go to the wampserver to do this there. In wampserver, you click on phpmyadmin, then you log in, put in the password, and click on login. Since we are interested in creating a database, you need to note where the databases are. Just click on databases. You need to think of and create a name for your database. Type the name of your database there. I call mine wpdatabase. After that, you click on create to create the database. The database is created. You can see mine WP database. You can click on it, but at this stage it is still empty. There are no tables, no data in it. You can click on home, and now we are going to create the user. Click on user accounts. You see a list of existing users. Don't worry about them. We need to add a user, so click on add user account. Then you get the login information. You need to think of a name. I call mine wpuser. In host name, I select local, which translates into localhost. Then you need to think of a strong password and create the password here and now. Once you've entered the password there, you need to re-enter it again in the field below. After fully entering the whole password, you scroll down up to the very end, then click on Go. The user is now created. You can click on user accounts, and you see that our new user is now part of the list WP user. we click in that box and click on add privileges so that we can give him more privileges for the new database, the WordPress database we've created. So we click on database. Then we select the WordPress database we created, wpdatabase. Click on it. And we click on go. Then the edit privileges list comes up. In the list next database specific privileges, we click check all. Then all permissions and privileges and rights are given, so we click on go. You can see that all the privileges on the database, WP database, have been granted to our user, WP user. Now we are going to create a folder which is going to host our WordPress website files. Click on local disk C, look for WAMP64, click on WAMP64, look for www, click on www, then click on new folder. We are going to create the subfolder here. Then you give it a name of your choice. I'm calling mine WP Site 1. You need to remember this name because you are going to need it later on. The same applies to your username and database name. So mine is WP Site 1. I need to remember it. I click on it. Right now it is empty, but that's why we're going to put the files. Now I go and look for the files that were extracted from the WordPress zip file that was downloaded. I need to copy all of them to my new subfolder. One way to do that is to highlight them and right click on them and then select copy. Then I go to my website folder, which at this stage should be empty, and I want to put the files I've copied there, so I right click anywhere there and click paste, and it starts copying the files. I patiently wait. It's now 31% done, 50% done. I still wait. 78%, 93, 98%, 100%. It's done. So those are. Now I'm ready to install WordPress. So I open an internet browser. I type in localhost /wp site 1. WP site 1 is the name of the folder I created. You use the name you created for your folder. I press enter. Then the system displays the welcome to WordPress screen. It tells me that I need to know the following: the database name, the username, the password, the database host, and the table prefix. I hope when we created them you wrote them down so you have the list ready. Now I click on let's go so that the installation can begin. I get a form where I'm supposed to enter that information, put in the database name as created before, the username, the WP user, the password. I had created a strong password. You can see it here. For the database host, can leave it as localhost. For the table prefix, can also leave it as WP underscore. Once I'm sure that everything is okay, click on submit. Then the system tells me that it has been able to communicate with my database, so it's ready for installation. So I click on run the installation, and it brings another welcome screen. I'm supposed to give my website name a site title, so I call it WP demo website. You can call it anything. Username, this is the one who's going to control the website. Is actually an administrator for the website. Normally it's admin, but I call mine the wpadmin. Then I'm supposed to think of a password for this admin on the website. This password should be different from the one of the database user. So I type in a strong password. I need to remember this password because every time I want to do something on the website, I'm going to be asked for it. Then I need to put a verifiable email address. This is where information about WordPress can be sent and retrieved. So I enter an email. Then since this is a local website, I don't need search engines to index it. So I can click on discourage search engine from indexing. Then check that everything is okay. Once I do that, I click on install WordPress. Then it tells me success. WordPress has been installed. Congratulations. WordPress has been installed. Right now, you have a WordPress website and you can do anything with it. For example, right now we can click on login. Once we click in login, then we put in the username. That is the username of the admin of the website, the wpadmin. The password, the new one we've just created. Then we click on login. And now we are in a WordPress website, the new website we've created, but in edit mode, so we can modify things, customize things, do whatever we want to this website. For example, I want to change the themes or the font part of it. So I go here, I don't like the current one, so I want 2021. So I activate and publish it by clicking on activate and publish. After that, I can go back. Then I go and log out of this site. So I log out. Then instead of logging in, I go to the WP demo website. So I click on that. I'm going to the website like any other normal user. That's what any normal user would look at. This is how my new website looks like before I edit it much. This ends our WordPress installation exercise. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to superCoolclues YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. Subscription is absolutely free.